Good morning, digital mentors. Happy hump day. What you got planned for today? I hope it's a very exciting day. My name is Yolanda Kennerly. I'm a member of Digital Mentors, and I am also a coach within Digital Mentors. And today, what I want to talk about is something that I've been talking about the last 12 days, because sometimes brand awareness is something that we don't even think about. Okay. So today's topic is all about how to create brand awareness without feeling awkward. And I couldn't put the whole title here because it only gives us so many spaces, but here's the title. Okay. Let me tell you what I want to share with you. First, I want to share a story of something that happened to me when I first decided that I was going to venture away from being a mortgage broker. Right. So as a mortgage broker, what? I already knew my intro. I help first-time home buyers, purchase their dream home. Like that was my intro. Everywhere I went, that was my intro. Okay. If I went to an event, a networking event, that was my intro. I never changed it because it works so well. Like I can say it to business owners, and I can also say it to people that were at the grocery store, people that maybe were at a birthday party with me, and my intro was huge. A huge part of them saying, "Oh, do you remember that girl that said that she helps people to buy houses for the like first time home buyers?" You build brand awareness. So the very first thing, if you are not um, introducing yourself with your intro that you have on your profile that you created, that you felt that it felt good to you, that you might want to tweak it. Okay. You might want to tweak it a little bit because it might not flow so easily for you. And that is something that I learned the hard way. Okay. So I'm not perfect. I'm always learning, tweaking, and doing things. But let me tell you what happened to me. My daughter and I, and a group of women, had gone to a theater to watch, I think it was something about Christmas, like a live theater show. And so this is the first time that I had met this one lady that was a church member, the first time ever. So obviously, we're building rapport with each other. She has her daughter, I have my daughter. There's a lot of people there and everything. And then she says, this is when I first transitioned to online marketing, okay? Doing network marketing with it, was my starting point. And when she said, "Oh, so what do you do?" So casually, she just asked me, "What do you do?" I'm not kidding. I mumbled and fumbled my way through that introduction. Oh, well, I really didn't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I said something like, "Oh, well, I'm working with the company that does." I was telling her about all the products, all the services, da 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 da, and I felt awkward. Like while it was coming out my mouth, it felt awkward, and she was just like, I, you know how when they say you vomit all over them, that was my first experience of vomiting all over somebody. It was horrible. It was the worst experience I have ever had in my life. Okay. I have fallen in front of people. Hey, I laugh at myself and I get up. But that day, even my daughter said, "Mom, that was weird." She was only, I want to say she was about 10 years old because that's kind of when I started. And she used to help me when I had my home party. She used to help me, put things together, give things away, stuff like that. But let me tell you, it was the most awkward feeling in my entire life, that I knew that if I didn't know how to introduce myself to people easily and effortlessly, my brand awareness was going to go through the wayside because they were not going to know what I do and how I can help them. How did I learn that? When I learned about the elevator pitch, I was in BNI. I was a member of BNI for about 3 years or so, and they used to give us literally 60 seconds to say, your name, what you do, and how you help us, which is the same thing they're teaching us here inside Digital Mentors, right? And so I used to put the alarm clock of the microwave for 60 seconds, and I wrote down my intro, and then I had to, you know, make it smaller till it came to the point where I could say it so easily and so effortlessly that people would say, oh, hey, I heard that you do this. Like, this is my problem. This is what I need to do. I need to reduce my, at that time it was, I need to reduce all my utilities, da, 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 right? And so one of the things that you want to get really good at is introducing yourself to the people that do not know you. And I'm talking about when you go live, when you do a live video, introduce yourself every single time. Why do I say that? Because if you are actually, in the trenches, doing a daily method of operation, you're building your audience every single day, you're following people, you're doing the activities that you need to do, most of those people don't know you. They might have came, they might have checked you out on your profile, they might have even have read your intro, right? But when you say it, you build brand awareness with you in the picture. You see what I'm saying? Like, somebody can come and look at your profile and, oh yeah, this is what she does. But if you do not learn how to say it easily, effortlessly, and then the thing that happens is the people that are showing up will weed themselves out. You don't even have to worry about, oh my God, am I talking to the right people? Oh my goodness, like I only get a bunch of, spammers. Da, da, da. That is like totally gone. You don't even have to worry about those people because the right people will show up. You will start attracting the right people to your profile simply by the introduction, brand awareness, that you are showing up saying that this is who you are, this is what you do, and this is what I can do for you, right? So do it on all of your videos, okay? And I'm guilty that I don't say it on every single video, but I do my best when especially when I'm on my profile, because that's really where I'm growing my audience, right? Organically. I make sure that every single time I go live, I introduce myself, right? Because I want to make sure that the new people um, know me, right? Know that what the content is going to be about, but then also the people that have been around for a long time still know that, oh, okay, she still does this. This is what she does. Now, why did I say that? Okay, she still does this because there's times in our business when we actually shift. We make a little pivot, okay, and we decide, you know what? I do this, but I'm also really good at this. Okay. So yesterday I had a conversation with somebody that I truly, truly admire. And she is in that place where she does this over here on her inner business. Phenomenal. Okay. Great. But she's also really good at this other thing. So it was like, okay, so now we had to come up, right, with a new introduction, right? A new brand awareness for your audience so they know, oh, she helps this people to do this as well. Like, brand awareness is huge, especially on social media. You and I don't get to have like a big billboard in front of our, house telling our neighbors what we do, right? So you have to get really good at delivering that intro so easy that it makes you feel like really good. For example, like when I say I help female entrepreneurs create a powerful online presence through the power of live video. Like, I believe that. I believe that I could help whoever is maybe not confident enough or maybe just doesn't understand the whole dynamics of doing a live video. I know that I could help them to do that. There's a lot of other things as well, right? But that's my main brand, live video, right? That's what I know is in every single platform. That's what I know that can help you to grow your business faster. So I have conviction about it, right? And so that intro, that brand that you're building, you should have conviction that you are the go-to person for that specific thing, okay? Now, you can do this in your reels and your stories, obviously, right? In your lives. As a matter of fact, when I have my reels and my stories done, which, I actually have been around for a little bit, so I do have a virtual assistant, and he puts my brand name, like magnetic, like I shifted it a little bit, right? So I just kind of allow him to put my brand out there so that people are aware of, like, oh, okay, this is who she is, this is what she does, and she helps you to attract clients, right? Through what? Through live video. Okay. So you want to make sure that you really get good at that. Okay. Sit down, carve it out, say it over and over and over again until you get to that point where you're like, you know what? This is exactly what I do. As a matter of fact, what I ended up doing is I took the intro that I had that was a little longer, okay, and I slapped it on uh, Chat GPT. I think that's how you say it. And I said, you know, make it smaller so that it's easier for me to just, oh, right? I want to be able to just deliver it, and then people can decide if I'm the girl, right? And so it did a phenomenal job. It actually like made it a little bit more beefier, but then at the same time, it was exactly what I do, like to the period. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly what I do. So how does this help you? Even when you're out and about, okay? Even when you're out, and I know I've said this story many times, okay? I want to share another story because I always talk about the spa story, right? The spa story when the lady said, "What is it that you do?" And I said, "This is what I do about live video." She was like, "Oh my God, I want to be able to do that," right? I came home literally with the check for $600. She gave a deposit on her coaching package. Okay. So this can happen to you. I didn't say much. All I did was introduce myself. So when you're out and about, okay, when you're out doing whatever you do, doing life, right? Keep that in mind, because when people are out, when you're out and about, sometimes people do ask you what you do. Maybe it's a waitress that says, "Hey, I see you all." Like sometimes I hear people say, "You're like, do you work?" Like when I go get my nails done, I go at different times of the day. You know, sometimes I go in the morning, sometimes I go in the afternoon, sometimes I go in the evening. And my guy always says, "Are you off of work today?" And it makes me laugh a little bit because I'm thinking, yeah, if I want to, I could be off for the whole day, right? But people are going to ask you what you do. He said, "What do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I help female entrepreneurs create a powerful online presence through the power of live video." And you know what he said? "Oh, you need to help my daughter, not my daughter, you need to help my wife," because him and they work together. She's like right next to his cubicle. And she's like, "You need to help my wife. She wants to start doing social media." Really? Now, I couldn't connect with the wife right there because she was doing a pedicure. But guess what? They have my number, they have my information, and now it's open. You know what I'm saying? The door has been open for both sides. Their door's been open. Me understanding that, okay, so she's wanting to do this, then I need to connect with her. I need to find a way to, I'm not going to make a call. Like I'm not going to, I don't do a lot of follow up. I'll be honest with you. I might just wait till the next time that I come and they're more fired up about it. Right. And then I can talk to her privately and we go from there. Another time, I took a friend of mine who was working for, when I used to work at the community pregnancy center, and I used to serve there. I served there for 5 years. And I met a lady that worked for, I think it is, I want to say social services, but I'm not 100%. Okay. I just knew it was a government position. They used to donate, her company used to donate uh, safety seats and inspection for babies before they come out of the hospital. And so she ended up getting pregnant, having her baby, but her baby had Down syndrome. So she could not go back to work. She didn't feel like she wanted to do that. So she ended up staying home. So she used to call me and we used to have these little, talks about her son, how good he's doing, and all of these challenges that she had because she had an older son, and he was like a little jealous, right? That a lot of the attention was going to the baby. But guess what? I said, "Gosh, you know what? It would be so awesome if you could start teaching other moms that maybe are in the same situation. They have teenage kids. Now here comes this baby. And now, you have a little bit of a challenge because of the situation. Wouldn't it be awesome if you can share that with other women?" And then you can also, okay, because I'm a visionary. I see things like the potential of it, right? And also, I mean, you can start offering things that you have bought for him, like toys that that really work, that he really can work with based on his age, his mental capacity, all of those things that right that come with the child. And she's like, "Oh my God, this is such a great idea." So she was probably one of my very first coaching clients that I helped to set up. But the first thing that we talked about was the brand. What was the brand, right? I want to make sure that she had that brand awareness. So what did I say? Go live, be seen, right? Give value, teach about what you're going through, tell people, be transparent. And then, you can position yourself to sell whatever it is that you're going to bring to the marketplace. So brand awareness is huge. Okay. So once you solidify, like, this is what I want to be known for, and you just say it over and over again. I remember I used to practice in the mirror. I used to practice, no joke. Okay. You know, one of the things that I heard yesterday that I was like, wow, this is a really good thing. And I've heard it before. But this time it really hit me for some reason. And I don't even know if I'm going to say it correctly. But the guy was talking about wealthy people are willing to do what unwealthy people are not willing to do so they can have the things that they want, or something like that. Okay. And basically, they're willing to get out of the box. Okay. For example, like, I remember standing in front of the mirror and saying my intro, my elevator pitch, and I used to time myself with the microwave. I used to time myself with my clock. I used to time myself here on Zoom because I knew that I had to get so good at my intro so that I can bring brand awareness to the person that I was speaking to immediately. So they don't have to think about, what is it that she does? What is it that she, like, I don't even know. Like, how can somebody refer you to somebody else when they don't really know what you do? Right? Does that make sense? So I hope that I gave you guys some value today, that you really take this and think about, am I branded? Like, do I feel good about my brand? Do I feel good about the intro, how I introduce myself? Like, are you passionate about what you're doing? Mainly, that's really the to me, that's like the foundation, being passionate about what you're bringing to the marketplace. So let me know if you have any questions, any comments, or anything that you want us to check out. Let me put my glasses on so that way I can see. I have a simple brand, Mr. Fun. Okay, Mr. Fun, but how does that help me? Mr. Fun, I love fun. You've heard me say it over and over again, right? But this is who I am. This is what I do, and this is how I can help you. Right? That is where it's at. Like, when I go to your profile and I check you out and I look at your intro, do I know what you do? Can I refer somebody to you? I mean, can I refer somebody to you? Right? I have people that say, you know what, Yolanda, I really love how you teach about, live video, or maybe like, creating content in an hour, whatever, right? I'm going to tell my friend to check you out. Or I sent your video to my friend. I shared my video. Okay. Those are the kind of things that you want to think about. Thank you for this brilliant today. Thank you. You are welcome. Okay, let's see. I help people with their fun goals. Okay. Fun. Is fun an acronym for something? That's what I'm trying to find out with their fun goals. Like, I have a lot of fun goals, but they all require work. I have to do something to get there, right? So I just want to, get a little deeper with you, because brand awareness is huge. Okay. Now, your personality might be different, a different thing. For example, with me, I know my personality is about fun. I love having fun. If I'm not having fun, more than likely, I won't do it until I get into the fun zone. But that's my personality. It's not necessarily my brand. Okay. So I hope that this helped you. I don't see any questions. I think we're good. Let's go and help more people. Let's go impact the world. Like, man, can you like think about it? How you can impact the world. That is huge. You can literally have an international business, a worldwide business, if you want to. Nobody's holding us back. We just have to show up, deliver, and then connect with the right people. All right. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, be your own hero.